We be backing up in the trap house.
Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to Big Mouth Boxing Recap. Yo, I want to say shout out to everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Shout out to, my man Counterpunch. You know what I'm saying? My man. Y'all already know, man. I don't even need to call names. But, I'm going to tell you like this. Today is going to be the beginning of me posting, explaining my take on boxing as it happens. So right now, I'm going to talk to you guys about Alexander Usyk and Rico's fight. Now, all I've been hearing lately is that people are blaming the referee, they're blaming Usyk, they're saying that the fight was stopped too quickly. Everybody has their own take. But myself, the way I look at it is that this was the first time Alexander Usyk was going to fight this guy. And from the beginning, the build-up, Rico was telling Alexander Usyk that he has a surprise for him. Then you heard Usyk saying that, look, this is a fight. I'm here to fight. So from everybody's conversation, even fans, you heard them saying things like, oh, it'll probably be a ninth round stoppage, maybe go to 11 or 12. That's what I was hearing. Now, I think Alexander Usyk took the right direction. Why? You're fighting somebody for the very first time. Not a boxer, but someone who's been learning how to box for 15 years? And he also is a legend, but in kickboxing. Now, this person, you don't know nothing about them at all. You don't know if they really can box. You don't know what surprise they have for you. Not to mention they're being trained by Peter Fury, which is family member to Tyson Fury, someone he beat twice, who still has a problem after losing, because when you hear him talk, he wants to fight Usyk again for a third time, which a lot of people don't feel that they even should fight a third time because how convincing Usyk beat him both fights. Now, Tyson Fury had his moment, but we're not going to talk about that for this show. We'll go about that another time. But we're going to continue with this Rico fight with Alexander. I think Alexander Usyk took the right route by feeling this guy out, not committing to a fist fight closely with this guy, because first of all, he's a huge individual. He has legs. I mean, it's not like Deontay Wilder, who don't really have legs. And they said that he has a good chin from his past experiences being a kickboxer, and he's probably gotten kicked in the face many times. So Alexander Usyk, to me, is a genius. The reason why I think he's a genius is because, differently from a lot of boxers, he doesn't come in there just throwing shots. He calculates his shots. He has great footwork. He knows how to look at his opponent, figure out what they're doing, and then know how to capitalize later. Usyk has never been a knockout artist, so it wasn't like he was fighting Deontay Wilder was fighting Rico. It was Alexander Usyk, a smart boxer, a guy who has beaten all his opponents. No matter how many rounds it went, Alexander Usyk always delivers at the end. Now, I'm hearing people complaining about the referee, stating that the referee ended the fight too quickly. Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the same referee that refereed on Wardley's fight that just happened? When that happened, the critiques went crazy. They all started to complain and say that, oh, he stopped the fight too late. Wardley could have gotten damaged. He could have been hurt. Well, Alexander Usyk could have continued, and if that man didn't stop the fight, he could have probably hurt Rico too. But you see, some of you guys are so convinced that because someone got kicked in the face in kickboxing, that means that they can't get outpunched by a boxer and fall victim in some way. I think the referee was trying to do his job. I think the referee wasn't trying to be blamed for someone getting hurt later. Usyk hit this guy about 19 to 20 times, and there was no response during Alexander Usyk's onslaught. Watch the video. Anybody watch the video again if you need to. If the referee allowed that fight to continue, who knows what could have happened to Rico. Now look, on the bright side, Rico has now gained popularity. Anybody would gain popularity after fighting Alexander Usyk, and especially if you went more than one round. No one thought that this was going to be ended at the first round, especially when people considered how Tyson Fury lost from Ngannou. Ngannou knocked Tyson down. Now this whole fight went down, and Alexander Usyk never went down. He blocks most of the shots. He did get hit, but when he got hit, his facial expression was like, oh, here we go. What is up with this guy? I need to figure out what this guy's about. And Alexander Usyk figured him out. I think personally, if they fight again, Alexander Usyk will beat him in a superb fashion. Because now he has history, he has data, he knows how the punches feel. Alexander the Great will come back even better. And so for all you naysayers who are trying to find a reason to bring Alexander the Great down, think about it. He's beaten every heavyweight that came so far to him. He beat Dubois twice. He beat Tyson Fury twice. He beat Anthony Joshua twice. Also, he beaten many other champions when he was a cruiserweight. He hasn't severed in not one loss. And so you guys want to discredit him because he didn't knock out Rico on the first or second or third round. That makes no sense. You see, if he had approached the fight like that, he would have probably get knocked out by Rico, because that's someone going into a fight or going into a water and didn't test the water. He's fighting another legend, but in a different sport. Don't forget that. And still managed to beat that opponent. So I'm going to end it on this note. You guys want to see Alexander Usyk lose a fight? Make sure you bring him someone who can use their mind as well as their fists against him and give him a real good fight. Don't wish for him to get old and then that's when he loses. To me, that's like, you're cheating. Why not find someone to beat him while he's in his prime? Why do you want to hope that he gets old and then that's when he'll lose a fight? That make no sense. And I just want you guys, you boxing enthusiastic people out here, to think about that. You don't want an unfair fight. You want someone to come in there and show real skill, not doing what other people did. Because Rico was doing a lot of herky-jerky, which is Tyson Fury moves. He didn't show anything original. And he was being assisted by Tyson Fury's family. So to me, that right there didn't even add up to me.